Welcome to Ancient Relics Keeper, where buried mysteries, unsolved phenomena, and the darkest corners of history slowly unravel through chilling tales and forgotten truths waiting to be uncovered. Beneath the sun-scorched plains of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies Derinkuyu, an ancient underground city shrouded in mystery. Carved deep into volcanic rock, this labyrinth of tunnels and chambers once sheltered thousands, its secrets hidden for centuries until a chance discovery in 1963. From its ingenious engineering to whispers of lost treasures and alien origins, Derinkuyu captivates the imagination. This essay delves into its history, architecture, and enduring enigmas, unraveling a subterranean saga that defies time. Picture this. You're renovating your home, hammering away at a stubborn wall, when it crumbles to reveal a dark, winding tunnel stretching into the unknown. This isn't the start of a fantasy novel, it's how Derinkuyu, an ancient underground city in Turkey's Cappadocia region, was rediscovered in 1963. Hidden beneath the sun-scorched plains of Nevşehir province, Derinkuyu is a labyrinth of chambers, tunnels, and secrets, carved deep into the earth to shelter thousands. Its multi-layered design and ingenious engineering, including ventilation systems that rival modern technology, make it one of the most astonishing archaeological finds in history. Let's embark on a journey through the essential facts about Derinkuyu. Its historical roots, sprawling structure, advanced engineering, purpose, and its place in the modern world as a global treasure. The story of Derinkuyu begins with a stroke of serendipity. In 1963, a local resident in Nevşehir was remodeling his house when he broke through a wall and stumbled upon a hidden passage. What he found wasn't a simple cellar but the gateway to a vast underground city, a discovery that would captivate the world. Historians trace Derinkuyu's origins to around the 8th to 7th century BCE, likely crafted by the Phrygians, an ancient Indo-European people renowned for their rock-cut tombs and cities across central Turkey. Yet, some clues hint at an even older foundation, possibly laid by the Hittites, a Bronze Age civilization from 1600 to 1178 BCE, known for their chariot warfare and early urban settlements. The debate over its true beginnings only deepens Derinkuyu's allure. Over the centuries, Derinkuyu became a sanctuary for diverse groups navigating the turbulent history of Cappadocia. The Persians, who dominated the region in the 6th century BCE, used it during their conquests. Later, the Byzantines, the Christian successors of the Eastern Roman Empire, relied on its secrecy. Early Christians, fleeing persecution from Roman authorities, carved out chapels and etched crosses into the stone, turning Derinkuyu into a hidden bastion of faith. By the early 20th century, Cappadocian Greek Orthodox Christians living in Turkey sought refuge here to escape oppression, particularly during the 1923 Greco-Turkish population exchange, a forced resettlement that uprooted millions. Each group added layers to Derinkuyu's story, transforming it into a living chronicle of survival. The scale of Derinkuyu is nothing short of breathtaking. This isn't a mere cave but a subterranean metropolis plunging 85 meters, about 280 feet, into the earth, roughly the height of a 25-story building inverted. It boasts up to 18 levels, though only the top 8 are safe for visitors due to the risk of collapse in deeper sections. At its peak, Derinkuyu could shelter 20,000 people, along with their livestock, food, and supplies, a feat that seems almost miraculous for an ancient society. Wandering its corridors feels like entering a lost world, with chambers designed for every aspect of life. There are cozy living quarters with niches for oil lamps, kitchens where communal meals were cooked over fires, and small churches adorned with simple Christian symbols. Stables housed animals like goats and sheep, while storage rooms brimmed with grain. Specialized spaces included wine presses, stone basins for crushing grapes into wine, and oil presses for extracting olive oil used in lamps and cooking. The city's layout is a masterclass in practicality and strategy. Narrow tunnels, some barely wide enough for one person, connect rooms and levels, slowing down any would-be invaders. Steep staircases and vertical shafts spiral downward, linking the city's many floors. Over 600 hidden entrances, scattered across Cappadocia's surface, allowed residents to slip underground undetected. Some were concealed behind walls, others tucked in courtyards or even carved into hollow boulders. These secret doorways, set amid Cappadocia's fairy chimneys tall, cone-shaped rock formations sculpted by erosion-insured Derinkuyu remained a fortress of invisibility. What truly sets Derinkuyu apart is its engineering, so sophisticated it feels like it belongs to a later era. The ventilation system is a marvel of ancient ingenuity, with over 15,000 narrow shafts, some just 10 centimeters wide, weaving through the rock to deliver fresh air to the deepest levels. Even when the city was sealed, residents could breathe comfortably, a testament to precise calculations of airflow. These shafts also served as communication channels, carrying whispers between floors. Security was equally impressive, with each level protected by rolling stone doors massive, circular slabs up to 1.5 meters wide and weighing as much as 500 kilograms, or 1,100 pounds. Carved from solid rock, these doors could only be rolled into place from the inside, creating an impenetrable barrier against intruders. Imagine the sound of stone grinding into place, sealing out danger with unshakable certainty. Water supply was another triumph. Deep wells, some tapping into underground rivers, provided clean water to sustain the city during long sieges, prolonged military blockades designed to starve out defenders. These wells were cleverly engineered, with upper sections isolated from the surface to prevent enemies from poisoning the water. The city's defensive design was ruthless in its efficiency. Tunnels were deliberately narrow and low, forcing attackers to crouch and move single file, easy prey for defenders lying in wait. Some passages led to dead ends, trapping intruders in a deadly maze. Structurally, Derinkuyu is a marvel of stability, with large, precisely carved pillars supporting the weight of the rock above. Despite centuries of earthquakes in Cappadocia, the city has endured, a testament to its builders' foresight. Derinkuyu's primary purpose was survival. Cappadocia, a crossroads of empires, was a battleground for millennia, with Hittites, Persians, Romans, Arabs, Mongols, and Ottomans clashing over its plains. Derinkuyu offered a refuge where entire communities could vanish during invasions. Early Christians, persecuted by Roman authorities, founded a vital sanctuary, using its depths to worship in secret. The chapels and religious carvings in lower levels bear witness to their faith. Beyond war and persecution, Derinkuyu likely served as a climate refuge. Cappadocia's winters are brutally cold, and its summers blisteringly hot, but the underground city maintained a stable temperature year-round, offering comfort when the surface was inhospitable. Some speculate it was also a place to store wealth or conduct clandestine trade, though evidence for this remains elusive. Today, Derinkuyu is a global icon, recognized as part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site encompassing Gorim National Park and the rock sites of Cappadocia, a designation granted in 1985 for its outstanding cultural value. It draws thousands of tourists each year, eager to explore its shadowy corridors. Visitors can tour from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. in summer or 5 p.m. in winter, though the narrow passages and dim lighting can be challenging for those with claustrophobia, a fear of confined spaces. Only about 10% of the city is accessible, as deeper levels remain unexcavated or too unstable, preserving the mystery of what lies below. The site is carefully maintained, balancing preservation with public access, and stands as a bridge between the ancient and modern worlds. Derinkuyu is more than a historical relic. It's a monument to human resilience. Its history, from its chance rediscovery to its role as a sanctuary across millennia, paints a vivid picture of survival against the odds. The city's scale, with its 18 levels and capacity for 20,000, showcases ambition on an epic scale. Its engineering ventilation shafts, rolling stone doors, secure wells, and defensive tunnels reveals a sophistication that challenges our assumptions about ancient technology. As a UNESCO site, Derinkuyu invites us to marvel at the past while pondering the secrets it still holds. This underground marvel is only the beginning of the story, setting the stage for the mysteries, legends, and unanswered questions that make Derinkuyu an enigma for the ages. Deep beneath the rugged plains of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies Derinkuyu, an underground city that feels like a secret whispered by the earth itself. Rediscovered in 1963 when a local resident stumbled upon a hidden tunnel behind his home, this subterranean marvel has since captivated the world with its sprawling chambers, intricate tunnels, and engineering that defies its ancient origins. While Derinkuyu's history and structure paint a picture of human ingenuity, it's the unanswered questions that truly define it. Who carved this labyrinthine metropolis? How did they achieve such feats with primitive tools? What lies in its uncharted depths? And what was its true purpose? As we delve into the secrets and mysteries of Derinkuyu, we uncover a tapestry of enigmas that challenge our understanding of the past, ignite wild theories, and keep this ancient city alive in the collective imagination. The first mystery of Derinkuyu is its origin, a puzzle that has left historians grasping at fragments of evidence. Most scholars point to the Phrygians, an ancient Indo-European people who flourished in central Turkey around the 8th to 7th century BCE, renowned for their mastery of rock-cut architecture, crafting tombs and temples from stone with remarkable precision. Their expertise makes them plausible architects of Derinkuyu. Yet the evidence is tantalizingly thin. No inscriptions, no definitive artifacts, just educated guesses. Some researchers argue for an earlier beginning, possibly tied to the Hittites, a Bronze Age civilization that dominated Anatolia from 1600 to 1178 BCE, known for their fortified cities and advanced metallurgy. Scattered Hittite relics in Cappadocia hint that they may have started the city, with later cultures expanding its depths, but the trail runs cold without written records. More audacious theories push Derinkuyu's timeline even further back, linking it to the Younger Dryas, a period of sudden climate cooling around 14,500 years ago, possibly triggered by a comet impact that disrupted early human societies. Some speculate that ancient peoples, facing this cataclysmic shift, dug underground shelters like Derinkuyu to survive freezing temperatures and scarce resources. Though this idea lacks concrete proof, it adds a thrilling dimension to the city's story, suggesting it could be a relic of a lost era, predating known civilizations. Could Derinkuyu be the work of a forgotten people, their story erased by time? The absence of a clear answer keeps this question burning, a spark that fuels debates among scholars and dreamers alike. The cultural context only deepens the mystery. Was Derinkuyu a Phrygian stronghold, a Hittite refuge, or a collaborative effort across centuries? Its eclectic features pagan carvings in upper levels. Christian chapels below suggest a melting pot of influences, with Persians, Byzantines, and early Christians each leaving their mark. The Byzantines, the Christian successors of the Eastern Roman Empire from the 4th to 15th centuries CE, used Derinkuyu as a hideout during religious persecution, but did they inherit it or expand it? The city's layered history hints at a shared legacy, yet the identity of its first architects remains a shadow, inviting us to imagine the hands that shaped its stone. Derinkuyu's very existence is a monument to human ambition, but the question of how it was built is a riddle wrapped in stone. Spanning an estimated 5 million square feet, with 18 levels plunging 85 meters into the earth. The city is a colossal feat of engineering. It was carved from volcanic tuff, a soft rock formed from compacted volcanic ash, which is easier to shape than granite, but still demands immense effort. The scale alone is staggering. Millions of tons of rock were removed to create this underground metropolis. Yet, one of the greatest mysteries is the missing debris. In Cappadocia's open landscape, dotted with fairy chimneys, the tall, cone-shaped rock formations sculpted by erosion. Such a massive excavation should have left mounds of waste, but no trace has been found. Where did the rock go? The tools of the time bronze chisels, stone hammers, and wooden levers seem woefully inadequate for such a task. Carving smooth tunnels, uniform chambers, and load-bearing pillars, which support the weight of the rock above, required precision that challenges our view of ancient capabilities. These pillars, along with arched ceilings and reinforced walls, have endured centuries of earthquakes, a testament to their design. Working by torchlight, how did builders achieve such accuracy without modern instruments? The city's structural stability suggests an understanding of engineering principles that feels almost anachronistic, as if the builders possessed knowledge lost to history. The logistics of construction are equally baffling. Excavating Derinkuyu likely spanned decades or centuries, involving thousands of workers. Coordinating this effort, removing rock, disposing of waste, ensuring ventilation, and preventing collapses would have demanded sophisticated planning. Some theorized that natural caves served as a starting point, expanded into a city, but this doesn't explain the uniformity of the design. Others suggest the excavated rock was ground into dust or used in surface structures, but the scale required makes this unlikely. The absence of construction records or tools leaves us with more questions than answers. A secret locked in the city's silent walls. Perhaps the most tantalizing mystery is what remains hidden in Derinkuyu's depths. Only about 10% of the city has been excavated and open to visitors, with the remaining levels, some reaching 85 meters deep, sealed off due to collapsing tunnels or uncharted risks. These unexplored areas are a siren call to adventurers, promising discoveries that could rewrite history. What lies in these dark, silent chambers? Ancient artifacts, sealed rooms, or connections to other underground cities? The possibility is as thrilling as it is elusive. Cappadocia is home to over 200 underground cities, and Derinkuyu is known to be linked to at least one Kamakli, a smaller subterranean complex 9 kilometers away. A tunnel connecting the two has been partially explored, but collapsed sections block further access. This discovery sparks a breathtaking idea. Could Derinkuyu be part of a subterranean network, a hidden web of cities that sheltered entire populations? Some archaeologists believe other tunnels, yet to be mapped, might link Derinkuyu to additional sites, forming an underground metropolis beneath Cappadocia. The vision of a shadow civilization, thriving in secret, is a dream that drives exploration, though practical barriers like unstable rock keep it just out of reach. The sealed levels fuel speculation about their contents. In the accessible areas, explorers have found pottery, tools, and religious relics, but the deeper levels could hold more profound treasures, perhaps royal artifacts, sacred texts, or evidence of an unknown culture. Some rooms in the upper levels have no clear purpose, with irregular shapes or sealed-off entrances, hinting at secrets below. The Turkish government's cautious approach to excavation, prioritizing safety and preservation, adds to the intrigue. Are their finds too significant to reveal, or is the delay simply logistical? Until the depths are explored, Derinkuyu's lower levels remain a locked vault, guarding their mysteries. Derinkuyu is best known as a refuge, its rolling stone doors and narrow tunnels designed to protect against invasions and persecution. But could it have served other, more enigmatic purposes? Some historians suggest it was a site for secret religious rituals, especially during the Byzantine era, when Christians faced persecution from Romans and later Arabs. Small chapels in the lower levels, etched with crosses, confirm its role as a place of worship, but certain rooms isolated, elaborately carved, and without obvious function hint at more esoteric practices. These could have been tied to mystery cults, secretive religious groups with exclusive rituals, common in the ancient world, or other forbidden rites. Another theory posits Derinkuyu as a treasure vault. Its hidden entrances, fortified design, and labyrinthine layout make it an ideal hiding place for wealth during turbulent times. While no gold or jewels have been uncovered, the city's secrecy supports this idea. Could sealed chambers below hold the riches of ancient kings or religious orders, untouched by looters? The absence of evidence doesn't rule it out, as later inhabitants may have plundered any caches long ago. More speculative ideas point to Derinkuyu as a shelter from natural disasters. Cappadocia's history of earthquakes and volcanic activity makes this plausible. The city's stable temperature and robust construction could have protected against such threats. Some even revisit the Younger Dryas theory, suggesting Derinkuyu was a bunker for surviving global cataclysms, from cosmic impacts to climate shifts. While these ideas stretch the evidence, they highlight the city's versatility. It was a sanctuary for life in all its forms, from war to worship to environmental threats. The unexplained rooms in Derinkuyu add another layer of mystery. Unlike the clearly defined living quarters, kitchens, or storage areas, some chambers have irregular layouts, sealed exits, or no apparent function. Were these spaces for clandestine meetings, ritual sacrifices, or something stranger? The Byzantines, known for their intricate political and religious intrigues, may have used Derinkuyu for covert activities, plotting rebellions, preserving relics, or conducting secret ceremonies. Without written records, these possibilities remain guesses, each adding a thread to Derinkuyu's enigmatic tapestry. The secrets and mysteries of Derinkuyu are what elevate it beyond a historical site. They make it a living enigma, a challenge to our understanding of the past. The uncertainty of its origins forces us to question who the ancient builders were. Were they Phrygians, Hittites, or a lost civilization whose story time erased? The construction process, with its missing debris and advanced engineering, suggests a mastery we can't fully comprehend. How did workers, guided by flickering torches, carve a city that defies collapse with tools we deem primitive? The unexplored depths are perhaps the most compelling mystery, a promise of discoveries that could reshape history. The idea of hidden chambers, lost artifacts, or a subterranean network linking Cappadocia's underground cities is a vision that captivates explorers, even as collapsing tunnels and logistical barriers stand in the way. The connection to Kamakli and the possibility of other unmapped tunnels paints a picture of an ancient underworld, a secret civilization thriving beneath the surface. The hidden purposes, religious, economic, or cataclysmic, add depth to Derinkuyu's story. It was a refuge, but also a canvas for human ambition, faith, and fear. The unexplained rooms, sealed passages, and speculative roles as a treasure vault or ritual site invite us to imagine the lives that unfolded in its depths. Was Derinkuyu a desperate hideout, a sacred sanctuary, or something we can't yet fathom? These mysteries are more than academic puzzles. They're the heartbeat of Derinkuyu's legend. Each unanswered question is a thread in its narrative, drawing us deeper into its shadows. As we stand at the edge of its tunnels, gazing into the dark, we're reminded that some secrets are meant to endure, challenging us to wonder, explore, and dream. Derinkuyu is not just a city, it's a mystery that refuses to be solved, a whisper from the past that echoes into eternity. In the heart of Cappadocia, Turkey, where the landscape seems sculpted by a dreamer's hand, jagged rock formations rise like silent guardians over sunlit plains. These natural pillars, shaped by centuries of wind and rain, The region with an ethereal beauty that feels almost otherworldly. Beneath this surreal terrain lies Derinkuyu, an underground city that pulses with secrets as old as time itself. Uncovered in 1963 when a local resident broke through a wall to find a hidden tunnel, Derinkuyu has since captured the world's imagination with its sprawling network of chambers, intricate tunnels, and engineering so advanced it seems to defy its ancient origins. While its history and mysteries reveal a story of human ingenuity, it's the rumors and legends that give Derinkuyu its soul. From village tales of celestial battles and hidden treasures to modern whispers of alien architects and government conspiracies, from dreams of an eternal sanctuary to visions of a lost world, Derinkuyu is as much a myth as it is a marvel. Let's step into the shadows of its stories, where truth and imagination intertwine, and uncover the legends that keep this subterranean enigma alive. The villages of Cappadocia, nestled among those towering rock formations, have long been a cradle for storytelling, and Derinkuyu is at the heart of their lore. One of the most evocative tales speaks of a cosmic struggle, a battle between divine forces that tore across the heavens, shaking the world above. According to this ancient story, passed down through generations, the chaos of this celestial war drove the people of Cappadocia to seek refuge beneath the earth. They carved Derinkuyu as a sanctuary, a place where families could huddle in torchlit chambers, safe from the wrath of gods or the turmoil of a fractured world. The image of children and elders gathered behind massive circular stone barriers, sealed tight to block out danger, is hauntingly vivid, blending spiritual awe with the stark reality of survival. These barriers, some weighing up to 500 kilograms and movable only from the inside, were a hallmark of Derinkuyu's design, ensuring each level could be locked against threats, whether human or mythic. This tale of divine conflict resonates with Derinkuyu's purpose as a haven, a place to hide from invaders or imagined cosmic upheavals. The Cappadocian landscape, with its surreal pillars standing like witnesses to eternity, lends a mystical air to the story, as if the earth itself holds memories of those ancient battles. Some versions of the legend weave in a protector, a mysterious figure, perhaps a spirit or an ancient hero who guided the builders, teaching them to craft the city's intricate defenses. This guardian is said to linger in the tunnels, a silent sentinel watching over Derinkuyu's secrets, ensuring they remain safe from those who would exploit them. The idea of a spectral protector adds a layer of enchantment, transforming the city into a place where the divine and the human converge. Another cherished story whispers of treasures hidden in Derinkuyu's deepest levels, riches so vast they could rival a king's fortune. Villagers speak of gold, jewels, or sacred objects stashed away by ancient rulers or early Christians, perhaps during the period when the Eastern Roman Empire held sway over Cappadocia, from the 4th to 15th centuries, a time when Christians used the city to escape persecution. These treasures, the tales claim, are guarded by cunning traps or ancient curses, lying in wait behind sealed stone barriers or in chambers yet to be explored. With over 600 concealed entrances scattered across the region, some tucked behind walls, others carved into hollow rocks, Derinkuyu's secretive design makes it the perfect hiding place for such imagined wealth. No gold has been found, but the story persists, a glimmer of hope that keeps adventurers dreaming of what lies below, fueling the city's allure as a vault of lost wonders. These village tales often carry a spiritual weight, painting Derinkuyu as more than a physical refuge. Some describe it as a sacred haven, a place where the faithful could wait out divine judgment, echoing ancient religious stories of salvation. The small chapels carved into the lower levels, their walls etched with simple crosses, suggest the city was a spiritual sanctuary for early Christians, a place to preserve faith in times of crisis. Shared by firelight in Cappadocian homes, these stories weave Derinkuyu into the region's cultural fabric, turning it into a living legend, a place where the human spirit endures against all odds, guided by forces greater than itself. Beyond the hearths of Cappadocia, Derinkuyu has sparked modern myths that reach beyond the earth, touching the stars. One of the boldest claims suggests that the city's remarkable engineering is evidence of help from beings not of this world. This idea, popularized by television programs and online discussions, argues that the city's creators perhaps an ancient people skilled in carving stone around the 8th century BCE, or an earlier civilization known for fortified cities from 1600 to 1178 BCE were guided by extraterrestrial visitors. The city's network of over 15,000 narrow shafts, some just 10 centimeters wide, channels air to depths of 85 meters, a feat that required a keen understanding of airflow. Its carefully carved supports, holding up the rock ceiling to prevent collapse, and its earthquake-resistant design, remarkable in a region prone to tremors, seem almost too advanced for workers using bronze chisels and stone hammers. How, some ask, could such precision be achieved in the flickering light of torches, unless aided by a higher intelligence? This extraterrestrial narrative points to Derinkuyu's features as proof of otherworldly influence. The massive stone barriers, some weighing over 1,100 pounds yet designed to be moved by a single person from the inside, suggest a mastery of mechanics that feels out of place in ancient times. The city, carved from soft rock formed by compacted volcanic ash, spans an astonishing 5 million square feet, a scale that seems to demand tools or knowledge beyond what was available. Some proponents tie these feats to ancient stories of sky gods, suggesting they reflect memories of visitors from the stars who shared their secrets with humanity. Online discussions speculate about cosmic symbols etched in the tunnels or strange energies in the lower levels, though no such evidence has been found. Most archaeologists reject these claims, arguing they rely on untested assumptions rather than hard proof, a hallmark of theories that mimic science but lack substance. They point out that ancient stoneworkers were highly skilled, and the rock of Cappadocia, while durable, is softer than granite, making it easier to shape. The city's design reflects centuries of trial and error, not alien blueprints. Still, the idea persists, driven by Derinkuyu's sheer audacity, a city so extraordinary it feels like it could belong to another world. It's a testament to the city's power to inspire wonder, pushing the boundaries of what we believe ancient humans could achieve, and blurring the line between history and fantasy. Another persistent rumor casts Derinkuyu as the heart of a modern mystery, one grounded in suspicion rather than the supernatural. Some believe the Turkish government, or unnamed authorities, deliberately limits access to the city's deeper levels to hide discoveries that could reshape our understanding of the past. Only a small fraction of Derinkuyu is open to visitors, with the remaining level stretching 85 meters into the earth closed off due to risks like unstable tunnels. This restriction has fueled speculation that the government is concealing evidence of an ancient culture, perhaps tied to a period of dramatic climate change around 14,500 years ago, when a sudden cooling may have been triggered by a cosmic event. Others suggest the sealed levels hold religious artifacts, such as early Christian relics or lost texts, that could stir controversy if revealed. The city's history as a Christian stronghold during the time when the Eastern Roman Empire ruled Cappadocia lends weight to this idea. The chapels in the lower levels, carved by those fleeing persecution, hint at the possibility of hidden writings that could challenge established beliefs. Online discussions, particularly on social media, amplify these claims, with some arguing that the government's cautious approach to digging prioritizing safety over exploration is a pretext for suppressing these finds. As part of a globally recognized cultural treasure, designated for its outstanding value, Derinkuyu must be preserved, not recklessly excavated, and limited resources slow the process. Historical tensions, such as those involving the Greek Orthodox Christians of Cappadocia, displaced in a 1923 population exchange, may also influence access decisions, adding a layer of political complexity. More practical explanations highlight the challenges of exploring unstable tunnels, where collapse could endanger lives. The scale of mapping 18 levels requires time and funding, and preservation takes precedence over discovery. Yet, the lack of openness feeds suspicion. Why, some wonder, are certain areas off-limits even to scholars? Could there be cultural or political sensitivities at play, perhaps tied to Turkey's historical narratives? This rumor, though unproven, taps into a universal fascination with hidden knowledge, casting Derinkuyu as a locked vault, its sealed depths a challenge to unlock. Whether the truth is mundane or monumental, the idea of a cover-up keeps the city's legend alive, painting it as a forbidden realm of secrets. Perhaps the most evocative myth surrounding Derinkuyu is the vision of it as an eternal sanctuary, a place designed to outlast the end of the world. This idea, fueled by online forums and speculative writings, portrays Derinkuyu as a bunker capable of surviving wars, natural disasters, or cosmic calamities. Its features support this vision. Deep wells tapping underground rivers, ensuring water during prolonged blockades that cut off resources. A network of air shafts delivering breathable air to every level, and storage rooms filled with grain and wine, suggesting the ability to sustain life for months or years. The city's stable temperature, shielding against Cappadocia's harsh winters and blistering summers, makes it a haven for extreme conditions, a place where humanity could endure when the surface became unlivable. This myth often ties Derinkuyu to ancient prophecies or apocalyptic scenarios. Some connect it to that dramatic climate shift thousands of years ago, imagining it as a refuge for survivors of a cosmic catastrophe. Others see it as a model for modern survival shelters, a testament to ancient foresight. The discovery of a 9-kilometer tunnel linking Derinkuyu to another underground city nearby fuels speculation about a hidden grid of cities, a network that could shelter entire populations beneath Cappadocia's surface. This connection, though partially collapsed, suggests Derinkuyu was more than a single refugeite, may have been a cornerstone of an ancient survival strategy, a shadow civilization thriving in secret. In local variations, the Eternal City takes on a spiritual hue. Some Cappadocian tales describe Derinkuyu as a haven for the righteous, a place where the faithful could wait out divine judgment, echoing ancient stories of salvation. The Christian chapels, with their quiet crosses, support this idea, suggesting the city was a place to preserve faith as well as life. Online discussions take this further, imagining Derinkuyu as a blueprint for future colonies, perhaps on distant planets, a model for humanity's survival in the cosmos. Skeptics argue that Derinkuyu's design was practical, built for temporary blockades, not global disasters, and the tunnel to the nearby city may have been a trade route or escape path, not part of a grand network. Yet, the myth endures, reflecting humanity's deep-seated hope to outlast chaos, to find a place where life can begin anew. The rumors and legends of Derinkuyu are more than telestheory, the essence of its timeless allure. The village stories of cosmic battles, guardian spirits, and hidden treasures root the city in Cappadocia's heart, transforming it into a symbol of hope and divine protection. The modern claims of extraterrestrial builders, though dismissed as unproven, reflect Derinkuyu's power to inspire awe, its engineering so extraordinary it feels like it could belong to the stars. The whispers of restricted access tap into our love of hidden truths, casting Derinkuyu as a vault of forbidden knowledge, its sealed depths a mystery to unravel. The vision of an eternal sanctuary speaks to our deepest fears and dreams, making Derinkuyu a beacon of resilience, a place where humanity could endure against all odds. These stories, whether told in village homes or debated in digital forums, give Derinkuyu a voice, breathing life into the silent stone. The celestial battles may echo real wars, the treasures a symbol of hope in desperate times. The extraterrestrial claims and conspiracies reflect our struggle to explain the inexplicable, while the eternal sanctuary mirrors our desire to survive and renew. Each tale, grounded or fantastical, adds a thread to Derinkuyu's myth, making it a place where history and imagination meet. As we stand at the edge of its tunnels, gazing into the darkness, we're drawn not just by its stone, but by its stories, a city that speaks in riddles, inviting us to listen, wonder, and believe. Derinkuyu is not just an underground marvel, it's a legend that grows with every telling, a myth woven in stone that will echo through time. In the heart of Cappadocia, Turkey, where the earth unfolds in a surreal dance of rock and sky, Derinkuyu lies hidden beneath the surface, a subterranean city that whispers secrets older than history itself. Unearthed in 1963 when a local resident stumbled upon a concealed tunnel behind a wall, this underground marvel has captivated the world with its labyrinthine tunnels, sprawling chambers, and engineering that seems to defy the ancient world. While its history, mysteries, and legends paint a vivid picture of human resilience and imagination, it's the unresolved questions that keep Derinkuyu alive in our minds. Who were its true builders? Why was it abandoned? What secrets lie in its uncharted depths? And could it be part of a vast, hidden network? As we delve into these lingering enigmas, we step into a realm where the past remains elusive, each question a thread in the tapestry of Derinkuyu's enduring mystery. The first unresolved question is perhaps the most fundamental. Who truly built Derinkuyu? Most historians point to a people skilled in rock-cut architecture who thrived in central Turkey around the 8th to 7th century BCE, known for their intricate tombs and temples carved from stone. Their expertise makes them likely candidates, but the evidence is frustratingly sparse: inscriptions, no definitive artifacts, only educated guesses. Some scholars suggest an earlier origin, possibly tied to a Bronze Age civilization that dominated Anatolia from 1600 to 1178 BCE, renowned for their fortified cities and advanced craftsmanship. Scattered relics in Cappadocia hint that they may have laid the city's foundations, with later cultures expanding its depths, but the trail fades without written records. The absence of a clear answer leaves room for bolder theories, some linking Derinkuyu to a period of dramatic climate change around 14,500 years ago, when a sudden cooling, possibly triggered by a cosmic event, may have driven early humans to seek shelter underground. Could Derinkuyu be the work of a lost civilization, its story erased by time? This question hangs like a shadow, challenging our understanding of ancient capabilities and inviting us to imagine the hands that first shaped its stone. The question of Derinkuyu's builders is complicated by its layered history. The city served as a refuge for various groups: Persians, Christians of the Eastern Roman Empire from the 4th to 15th centuries, and Greek Orthodox Christians of Cappadocia until the early 20th century, each leaving traces of their presence, from pagan carvings to Christian chapels. Was Derinkuyu a collaborative effort, built and expanded over millennia, or the vision of a single, unknown people? The eclectic features, blending different cultural influences, suggest a shared legacy, but without a definitive origin, the identity of its first architects remains a puzzle, a silent challenge to historians and dreamers alike. Another haunting question is why Derinkuyu was abandoned. The city's design, with its network of over 15,000 narrow shafts channeling air to depths of 85 meters and massive circular stone barriers sealing each level, made it a fortress of survival, capable of sheltering 20,000 people during prolonged blockades or harsh climates. Its wells, tapping underground rivers, ensured water, while storage rooms held grain and wine, suggesting months or years of self-sufficiency. Yet, sometime after the Eastern Roman period, Derinkuyu fell silent. The Greek Orthodox Christians of Cappadocia, displaced in a 1923 population exchange between Turkey and Greece, were among its last known inhabitants, using it to escape persecution. But why was it abandoned centuries earlier, despite its functionality? One theory suggests that peace, ironically, led to Derinkuyu's decline. As invasions by empires like the Arabs or Mongols waned, the need for underground refuges may have diminished, drawing residents back to the surface. Cappadocia's landscape, with its tall, cone-shaped rock formations sculpted by erosion, offered natural shelters that were easier to maintain. Another possibility points to environmental changes, shifts in groundwater levels or seismic activity, common in this volatile region, may have made the deeper levels unstable. Yet no definitive evidence, such as widespread collapse or abandonment artifacts, supports these ideas. Could a catastrophic event, a plague, a forgotten war, or a cultural shift have emptied the city? The silence of the historical record leaves this question open, a poignant reminder of how even the grandest creations can fade from memory. Perhaps the most tantalizing question is what lies in Derinkuyu's uncharted depths. Only a small fraction of the city, roughly 10%, is accessible to visitors, with the remaining levels plunging 85 meters into the earth, closed off due to unstable tunnels or unexplored terrain. These sealed depths are a siren call to adventurers and scholars, promising discoveries that could reshape our understanding of the past. The accessible areas have yielded pottery, tools, and religious relics, but the lower levels, untouched by modern hands, could hold far more, perhaps royal artifacts, sacred texts, or evidence of an unknown culture. Some rooms in the upper levels, with irregular shapes or sealed exits, hint at secrets below, their purpose unclear and their contents a matter of speculation. The challenge of exploring these depths is daunting. Excavating unstable tunnels risks collapse, endangering lives and the city's integrity as a globally recognized cultural treasure, designated for its outstanding historical value. Limited funding and the complexity of mapping 18 levels slow progress, leaving the lower levels as a locked vault, their secrets guarded by time and stone. Some speculate that these chambers hold treasures, like those whispered in local tales, or even clues to Derinkuyu's origins, such as inscriptions naming its builders. Others imagine more profound, fine skeletal remains of an unknown people, or artifacts suggesting contact with distant civilizations. Until technology or resources allow safe exploration, the contents of Derinkuyu's depths remain one of its greatest enigmas, a mystery that fuels dreams of discovery. The final, unresolved question is whether Derinkuyu is part of a larger, hidden network. Cappadocia is home to over 200 underground cities, and Derinkuyu is known to be connected to at least Oni nearby subterranean complex 9 kilometers away via a partially collapsed tunnel. This discovery sparks a breathtaking possibility. Could Derinkuyu be a hub in a vast grid of underground cities, a shadow civilization that sheltered entire populations? Some archaeologists believe other tunnels, yet to be mapped, might link Derinkuyu to additional sites, forming a subterranean web across Cappadocia. The vision of an interconnected underworld, with Derinkuyu as a central node, is thrilling, suggesting a level of coordination and ambition that rewrites our understanding of ancient societies. Exploring this network is fraught with challenges. The tunnel to the nearby city is blocked by collapses, and other potential connections remain undiscovered, hidden beneath layers of rock. Excavation is slow, as preserving Cappadocia's cultural treasures takes precedence over risky exploration. Some speculate that this network, if real, was a defensive strategy, allowing communities to move unseen between cities during invasions. Others see it as a response to environmental threats, like earthquakes or volcanic activity, providing a regional refuge. The lack of concrete evidence, maps, inscriptions, or fully intact tunnels keeps this question open, a tantalizing hint of a larger story waiting to be uncovered. The idea of a subterranean network also raises questions about its purpose and creators. Was it a unified project planned by a single civilization, or a gradual development by multiple groups? The presence of over 600 concealed entrances across Cappadocia, some tucked into hollow rocks, suggests a region-wide effort to create hidden sanctuaries. But who orchestrated it? The engineering required carving tunnels through soft rock formed by volcanic ash, ensuring air and water supply, and maintaining structural stability points to a sophisticated society. Yet no records confirm its existence. This question, like the others, hangs in the balance, a challenge to future explorers and a testament to Derinkuyu's enduring enigma. These unresolved questions are the lifeblood of Derinkuyu's mystery, each one a doorway to the unknown. The identity of its builders remains elusive, a puzzle that forces us to rethink the capabilities of ancient peoples. Were they a known civilization, or a lost culture whose story time forgot? The abandonment of Derinkuyu, despite its ingenious design, speaks to the fragility of even the grandest creations, leaving us to wonder what silenced its halls. The uncharted depths, sealed behind unstable rock, promised discoveries that could redefine history artifacts, texts, or clues to a forgotten world. The possibility of a subterranean network transforms Derinkuyu from a single city into a potential cornerstone of an ancient underworld, a vision that captures the imagination. As we stand at the edge of Derinkuyu's tunnels, peering into the darkness, we're drawn by the weight of these questions. The city is more than stonites a challenge, a riddle that refuses to be solved. Each unanswered query is a thread in its narrative, weaving a story of human ambition, resilience, and mystery. Derinkuyu invites us to explore, to dream, and to question, reminding us that the past is never fully known, only glimpsed through the shadows it leaves behind. It's not just an underground city, it's an echo of an unknown past, a mystery that will call to us for generations to come. Derinkuyu, the ancient underground city hidden beneath Cappadocia, Turkey, is a marvel that bridges the past and present, blending human ingenuity with enduring mystery. Since its rediscovery in 1963, when a local resident uncovered a concealed tunnel, this subterranean wonder has captivated the world with its intricate design and enigmatic story. Its historical role, advanced engineering, unresolved mysteries, vibrant legends, and lingering questions make it more than a relic. It's a testament to human resilience and a call to explore the unknown. As we reflect on Derinkuyu's legacy, we see a city that challenges our understanding, inspires awe, and invites us to uncover its secrets. Historically, Derinkuyu was a sanctuary across centuries, likely begun around the 8th century BCE by a people skilled in carving stone. Known for their rock-cut temples, it may trace back to a Bronze Age civilization from 1600 to 1178 BCE, famed for fortified settlements. It sheltered Persians, Christians of the Eastern Roman Empire from the 4th to 15th centuries, and Greek Orthodox Christians of Cappadocia until a 1923 population exchange. Capable of housing 20,000 people, it was a refuge during invasions. Its massive circular stone barriers, weighing up to 500 kilograms, sealing each level against threats. This history, etched in pagan carvings and Christian chapels, shows Derinkuyu as a beacon of survival, protecting communities amid Cappadocia's volatile history. The city's engineering is a triumph of ancient skill. Carved from soft rock formed by volcanic ash, Derinkuyu spans 18 levels, plunging 85 meters deep. Over 15,000 narrow shafts, some 10 centimeters wide, deliver air to the depths, while wells tapping underground rivers ensure water, designed to thwart poisoning. Storage rooms held supplies for months, and supports holding up the rock ceiling, paired with arched walls, resist earthquakes in this tremor-prone region. With 600 hidden entrances tucked into hollow rocks or courtyards, the city was a fortress of secrecy. These feats, achieved with bronze tools, reveal a sophistication that rivals modern designs, proving ancient peoples could achieve the extraordinary. Derinkuyu's mysteries deepen its allure. The identity of its builders, whether the stone carvers of the 8th century BCE, the earlier Bronze Age civilization, or a lost culture tied to a climate shift 14,500 years ago, remains unknown, with no inscriptions to guide us. The construction, removing vast rock without debris, puzzles experts, as does the precision in torchlit tunnels. Only 10% of the city is accessible, with sealed levels hinting at relics or clues to its origins. A 9-kilometer tunnel to a nearby underground city suggests a possible network of over 200 subterranean sites in Cappadocia, a vision of a hidden civilization that remains unproven. These enigmas make Derinkuyu a puzzle, challenging our view of the past. The legends surrounding Derinkuyu add color to its story. Village tales speak of a cosmic battle driving people underground, reflecting its role as a refuge amid Cappadocia's surreal landscape of tall, cone-shaped rock formations. Whispers of treasures, gold, or sacred objects hidden in sealed chambers tie to its history as a Christian stronghold in the Eastern Roman period. Some claim the city's air shafts and earthquake-resistant supports suggest extraterrestrial aid, a theory lacking evidence but born of its awe-inspiring design. Rumors of restricted access, suggesting hidden finds in the sealed levels, stem from safety concerns as a globally recognized cultural treasure, designated in 1985. The idea of Derinkuyu as an eternal sanctuary, with wells and storage for surviving disasters, casts it as a symbol of endurance. These stories make Derinkuyu a canvas for human imagination. The unresolved questions ensure Derinkuyu's mystery endures. Who built it and what culture lies behind its stone? Why was it abandoned, despite its robust design piece, environmental shifts, or a lost catastrophe? What lies in the uncharted depths, sealed by unstable rock artifacts, texts, or evidence of an unknown people? Is it part of a subterranean web, linking Cappadocia's underground cities? These questions keep Derinkuyu alive, a challenge to future explorers to uncover its truths. Derinkuyu's legacy is a profound reflection of humanity. Its history as a refuge shows our drive to survive. Its engineering, air shafts, wells, supports proves our capacity for brilliance. Its mysteries, from unknown builders to sealed depths, push us to question history. Its legends, blending divine battles and eternal sanctuaries, reveal our need for meaning. These questions invite discovery, urging us to explore further. As a designated cultural treasure, Derinkuyu draws visitors to its tunnels, where the weight of history lingers, though only a fraction is open due to safety. It challenges us to rethink the past, honor ancient achievements, and embrace the unknown. Derinkuyu is not just a city, it's a call to wonder, to seek, and to dream. Its legacy echoing through time as a symbol of what we can achieve and what we still yearn to know. Derinkuyu remains a testament to human resilience and ingenuity, its depths holding secrets yet to be uncovered. From its intricate ventilation to uncharted chambers, this underground city blends history with haunting mysteries. Whether a refuge from war, disaster, or the supernatural, its story continues to intrigue. As archaeologists probe its sealed levels, Derinkuyu invites us to explore not just its tunnels, but the boundless curiosity that drives us to unearth the past. If unexplained stories give you chills, don't forget to follow Ancient Relics Keeper, where time and mystery intertwine, and every ending is just the beginning of another unanswered question.